Yeah, because I mean, I was like, what answer shall I? And I'm just like, whatever wants to come through in the moment, because there's a lot to choose from. Um, so what's coming through for me right now is like this experience, and I haven't ever shared this on a in a public forum format before, so that speaks to you just being really easy to talk to. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna talk about this. Just a very couple of people and close people in my life I've spoken to because it's hard to kind of give language to really. Um, but I'll do my best to be coherent in this. It so when I was young and I had a very traumatic childhood, and so I yeah, my childhood wasn't particularly pleasant, fun, and I would often have wanting to just leave this earthly plane from a very young age. And so in whenever I would get into those really heavy spaces of like, I just want to die, um, I would have, not whenever, but occasionally I would have this very interesting experience. And like I've come to kind of understand it more now as I've as an adult, and have meaning around it. But I would just get there spontaneously an experience of just um there would just be everything would just be like this vast, really alive stillness and silence around me where I was happening, the world was happening, the door is here, the window is here, the couch is here. Like the world, it was all arising from this really like vibrating, teeming source of something, and I was in it, and it was in me and everything. And like my senses just became so heightened. And I mean, the only way, like I've described it to my husband, I'd call it like the rushing, because it was just this silence, but it was like this roaring silence, which is the name. There's actually a book called The Roaring Silence. It's like a Zen Buddhist book, I think. Um, and it was just like this, it was everything, and everything was emerging from it, and everything was made of it. And I had this really palpable experience of that. But obviously at that age, it was like, 6, 7, 8. My neurology, my nervous system had no place to locate it, no way to, and this is when I was, being socialized into the world. And plus there's a lot of trauma in my life. And I felt like if I allowed myself to just be in it, I was just going to get swallowed up into it. So I just would just go into like, just shake my body out of it and be back in this physical experience. And so I used to have that, and that would be so, I mean, so as I've kind of walked down the path of what my life is and come to understand that experience of that kind of non-dual experience of the field, whatever you want to call it, source, all that is. And just this, there was just the sense of it, the experience of it was just palpable stillness, presence, something else is here. And that this experience, these difficult experiences that I'm having, it's like it's okay, and there's something else here. There's something else holding me. There's something else that I'm part of. And I guess that has been like a really it's been a really defining experience for me. And I've had, like in my adult life, I've had similar kinds of experiences when I've been in like on like retreats and things, silent retreats, and it's that same sense of like, wow. And when I've had my whole my body vibrating, like I can feel every single atom and particle of me is just this vibrating mass there is no me. Um, so yeah, that's one.